Hey, Tsar, make a World Cup of languages? I mean, honestly, that's actually a dope idea. So today on the channel, by your request, welcome to the World Cup of languages. So what nations and what languages are participating in our World Cup of languages? Well, we're going to have a total of 32 nations, 8 languages, 8 groups of 4. And our first language with our first group with 4 nations that speak that language, it is, of course, the language that is called English. The 4 nations in Group A that speak English, it is England, it is Scotland, it is the United States, and it is Canada. Group B, the language that is called Portuguese. What nations speak Portuguese? Well, automatically you think of Brazil, you think of Portugal, but also the official language of Angola is Portuguese, and the official language of Mozambique is Portuguese. So that is your Group B. Group C, we are going to Dutch. Which nations speak Dutch? Obviously in the Netherlands they speak Dutch, but also in Belgium it's one of their official languages. They also speak Dutch. Curacao speaks Dutch, and Suriname speaks Dutch. So Group C is Dutch. Those are your 4 nations that are in. Group D, a very popular language in our world, it is Arabic. And the 4 nations that will be representing Group D and the Arab language, it is Egypt, it is Saudi Arabia, it is Jordan because they qualified for the World Cup, and Algeria. Now I know in Algeria they also speak French, but we're putting them in the Arabic section. And speaking of French, which nations speak French? Well, France. In France they speak French. Also in Canada they speak French, but because Canada is in the English group, they're not going to be in the French group. In Cameroon they speak French. Senegal, they speak French, and also Morocco. So just like Algeria, we could have put Morocco in the Arabic group, but we put them in the French group instead. Group F, the language called German. Now this one was a little bit tricky and tough because we have Germany, we have Austria, and we have Switzerland. In all those 3 nations, the official language is Germany. In Switzerland, I believe Italian is also an official language. I think French is also an official language of Switzerland, and a language called Romansh. But German is quite popular in Switzerland, so they're going to go into Group F with Germany and Austria. And the 4th nation in the German language group, this one was actually tough because I believe Namibia speaks German, but I don't have Namibia. So I had to compromise a little bit and put Czechia into this group because one of the official minority languages in Czechia is German, according to Wikipedia. All my Czech friends, let me know if that's right or wrong. I read that in schools, German is still widely taught. So if we can't get Namibia, we're putting Czechia in here. From Group F, where it's represented by the German language, to Group G, where it's represented by Persian. In Iran, they speak Persian. Also in Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Bahrain, they speak Persian, a part of it anyway. And finally, Group H, last but not least, a widely spoken language around the world. It is Espanol, Spanish. You thought I'd forget that one? Not a chance. And this group is actually insane. We have Spain, we have Mexico, we have Argentina, and we have Colombia. You've seen the 8 groups, you've seen the 8 languages that are being represented by a total of 32 nations, and now we are off to the end of the group stage matches. Let me know down in the comments if you speak any of these languages, and ultimately which language is winning the Language World Cup. Our World Cup of Languages group stage matches have come to an end. What are we seeing here? In Group A, the 2 countries that move on into the round of 16, the United States and Canada. I don't know how. I don't know how England finished in 3rd on 4 points. They're eliminated. And Scotland is rock bottom on 3 points. It was a very, very close group. But ultimately, USA and Canada, they are the ones that are progressing. England lost to Scotland 3-2. They tied the United States and narrowly beat Canada 2-1. This is crazy work by England, man. How did they not get out of this group? In Group B, maybe things are going back to normal just a little bit because it is Brazil and Portugal representing the Portuguese language that will be moving on. Angola and Mozambique are not getting out of this group ever. While in Group C, dude, Belgium on top on 9 points, winning every single match. But in 2nd place, Curacao. Curacao outlasts Netherlands. And Netherlands, just like England, is eliminated with Suriname, who finished rock bottom. Curacao somehow pulled out a 2-1 win against the Netherlands. And then Netherlands lost to Belgium as well. Then we go to Group D, the Arabic language group. It is Algeria and Egypt that progress with Saudi Arabia and Jordan Jordan narrowly missing out. While the French language group in Group E, France is on top, okay, but in second, it's Cameroon over Morocco and Senegal, who were both terrible. Morocco couldn't win a match, Senegal couldn't win a match, and Cameroon got 2 wins out of 3. Group F, German language. Germany had to be on top as they are, followed by Switzerland. Maybe Switzerland, maybe it should have been Austria, Czechia. They were just not competitive, only scoring 1 goal in this group, but it is Germany and Switzerland moving on. Group G, the Persian language, Iran. They're not going to be participating any further. No, they're not. It will be Bahrain, who won 3 out of 3 matches, and Uzbekistan on 6 points. Iran managed to win only 1 game, and it was against Tajikistan. They lost to Uzbekistan and Bahrain, while Tajikistan, they lost every match. And finally, the Spanish language, Group H. My goodness, Spain, what has happened to you here? It is Argentina and Mexico that are moving on. Spain could not win a match in this group. They drew with Mexico, they drew with Colombia, and then they lost 3-0 to Argentina. So Spain and Colombia, extremely disheartening performances, and they're both gone. So we got 16 nations that remain in our Languages World Cup, and the matchups are English versus Persian, USA versus Uzbekistan, France versus Switzerland, French versus German, Bahrain versus Curacao, Persian versus Dutch, Belgium versus Canada, it is Dutch versus English, Brazil versus Egypt, Portuguese versus Arabic, Algeria versus Portugal, Arabic versus Portuguese, Argentina versus Cameroon, Spanish versus French, Germany versus Mexico, German versus Spanish. And your leading goal scorers so far, it is Lautaro Martinez representing Argentina and the Spanish language. It is Guri representing Algeria and the Arabic language. And it is Rafa Leao representing Portugal and the Portuguese language, all with 4 goals in 3 matches. But then you got Neymar cooking 3-on-3 and Granit Xhaka representing Switzerland and the German language, also 3-3. USA is looking kind of good representing the English language. They got to face Uzbekistan representing the Persian language, and I think USA are the favorites here, and they do progress to the quarterfinals through Balogun and Pulisic. French versus German, France versus Switzerland. I think France are the heavy favorites here. Dude, they made it very nerve-wracking here. It was a close game. Switzerland is a top side. Yes, they are, but they lost on penalties, missing 3 penalties in a row. Xhaka, Embolo, Okafor. And the French language prevails over the German language in this one. Persian versus Dutch. You'd think maybe it should be Iran versus Netherlands, but no, it's Bahrain versus Curacao. One of them will be in the last state, and it's Curacao through Jorgen Locadia. Remember him? He used to play for Brighton back in the day, and here he is still contributing. Somehow we got Curacao representing the Dutch language in the quarterfinals. More Dutch. It's Belgium versus more English versus Canada. A replay of the 2022 World Cup match. Belgium versus Canada. Who progresses to the quarterfinals? 7-goal thriller. And it's not my country. It's not Canada representing the English language. It is Belgium representing the Dutch language. We got 2 Dutch-speaking nations in the last state now. Now, I can't see the Arabic language prevailing here, my friends. It's Egypt versus Brazil, who speaks Portuguese. And the winner... How did Egypt beat Brazil with a man down? Marmoush and Salah. I'm always jumping off my chair whenever I see something random, and this is very random. Egypt only had 37% possession. They only had 2 shots. They were a man down after the 7th minute, and they still managed to score 2 goals and win. Brazil, this has to be the bottle job of all bottle jobs. Will we have another Arabic-speaking nation in the quarterfinal? It's another Arabic versus Portuguese matchup. This time it's Algeria versus Ronaldo and Portuguese. Not this time. Not this time. The Portuguese language gets their revenge. Portugal wins 3-1. Yet another round of 16 matchup. Spanish versus French. It's Argentina versus Cameroon. And the language that progresses, it is Argentina and Spanish 2-0 over the French-speaking side in Cameroon. And this one is a big one. It is Germany versus Mexico. German versus Spanish for a spot in the last 8. It goes to Mexico. It goes to the Spanish-speaking nation of Mexico as they stun Germany in the round of 16. Oh, Germany's gonna be disappointed with this one, boys and girls. And yet another heavyweight is out. No Brazil, no Germany. So our World Cup of Languages is producing some crazy results, and these are your quarterfinals. It will be English versus French, United States versus France. It will be Dutch versus Dutch, Curacao versus Belgium. It will be Arabic versus Portuguese once again, Egypt versus Portugal, and it will be Spanish versus Spanish, Argentina versus Mexico, USA versus France, English versus French for a spot in the last 4, the semifinals, and the winner is France. Convincingly. It was not even close. 4-1. The French language prevails. Dutch versus Dutch. Here we go. The miracle story of Curacao versus Belgium. Imagine Curacao. No, they have run out of gas, my friends. That's the end of the road for Curacao. But a Dutch-speaking nation does advance to the semifinals, and it will be Belgium. Now, the Arabic-speaking nation of Egypt are in trouble. As you can see, Ashur is on a red card. Marmoush is on a red card, and they have to take on the Portuguese giants in Portugal. Ronaldo versus Salah, but Salah does not really have any help, does he? No, I cannot see them winning this one. Dude, Salah, he did what he was supposed to. He scored twice. Salah scored twice, but the Portuguese language and Cristiano Ronaldo, did he score? No, he didn't. Bruno Fernandes scored. Portugal, the Portuguese language, they were the better side. They're in the semis. We will have the Spanish language in the semifinals because it's Argentina versus Mexico as our last quarterfinal. Both speak Spanish. Both are very good at football, but I think Argentina is just a little bit better. Yeah, just a little bit. As you can see, 3-2 for Argentina and Lionel Messi, who ultimately scored the match winner in the 77th minute. A very wonderful performance by Mexico, but Argentina is your semi-finalist, the last one. How many languages are represented in the semifinals of our World Cup of Languages? Well, it's actually 4 languages. It is French with France, it is Dutch with Belgium, it is Portuguese with Portugal, and it is Spanish with Argentina. Yes, it's Ronaldo versus Messi once again. Will France advance to the final of our World Cup of Languages to represent the French language, or will Belgium with their Dutch speakers play spoiler? Let's find out. The first finalist. What just happened? It's Lukaku and De Bruyne. The Belgian Dutch-speaking population, stand up, my friends. You just took care of business against France. And the Dutch language is our first finalist. So our final will be Dutch, but will it be versus Spanish or versus Portuguese? Ronaldo versus Messi. It will be Portuguese. It's not Messi. It's not Spanish. It's Portugal. 2-1 narrowly through Bruno Fernandes with a brace. This is definitely a final I did not expect, especially with Belgium being here representing the Dutch language. Portugal representing Portuguese. Maybe they had a better shot than Belgium. But still, I think we all expected either a Germany, an Argentina, a Brazil to be here. Maybe even in England representing the English language, but they were out a long time ago. Your golden boot leaders heading into the World Cup of Languages final. So far, it's actually Valérien Balogun with the United States representing the English language. He has 6 goals in 5 appearances. Bruno needs to score a couple to overpass him. Rafa Leão for Portugal can also do it, and so can Kevin De Bruyne and Yuri Tielemans. They're both on 4. Welcome to the World Cup of Languages finale. The Portuguese language taking on our fellow Dutch speakers in Belgium. An extremely intriguing fixture here as Portugal and the Portuguese language kick off in the white. And look at that ball to Rafa Leão. 2 minutes in. Excuse me. Are we going to have an early goal here? Courtois! And Portugal, representing the Portuguese language, have an early corner. Luca Bacchio, can he get it out? De Kuyper gets it out. Portugal is on the attack. Rafa Leao. Ronaldo! Courtois! Dude, Courtois, that is an incredible point-blank save on CR7. And Belgium, with the Dutch language, are under severe pressure early on. They get out, they clear. De Bruyne, he's a game changer. He can change a match in an instant. There's a beautiful pass to Luca Bacchio. Lukaku's right in front of him. Romelu Lukaku's calling for the ball in the middle. Luca Bacchio will put it back post. João Cancelo gets it out. Palhinha gets it out. And Bruno Fernandes just clears. Lukaku once again. Out wide, he goes to Luca Bacchio. Luca Bacchio making the run forward. Holding on to the ball. Drops it off to the playmaker. The creativity. The big brain one in Kevin De Bruyne. And he gives the ball away, surprisingly. Nuno Mendes the other way. Nuno Mendes. CR7. What a dish to Rafa Leao, and he's in. Can Courtois save it once again? No! Not this time! Courtois cannot play the hero for Belgium in the 27th minute. One-on-one with the keeper. Rafa Leao gives Portugal and the Portuguese language speakers a 1-0 lead here. A tasty, crafty finish into the corner. I mean, yeah, this is smart, isn't it? Yeah, he just passed it in. 1-0 Portugal. Rafael Leao in the 27th minute opens up the scoring. And now the Dutch speakers of Belgium are looking for a response. Bruno intercepts the ball from Kevin De Bruyne. Nuno Mendes for Portugal. Portugal is on the attack once again. They've been the better side. But I definitely would not count out Belgium just yet. Oh! What a pass! That's a magnificent ball! That's just a little too heavy. That was a crazy ball. Not gonna lie to you guys. That was something else. João Cancelo for Portugal in the 36th. On the other side to Bernardo Silva. Tic-tac with CR7 and Bernardo Silva flying down the right side. CR7 calling for it. Ronaldo! Oh, Ronaldo, that's so unselfish of you. And Rafa Leao is gonna win the golden boot here. That's 2 for him. 7 in the tournament. What a brilliant ball from Cristiano Ronaldo to Rafa Leao. He could have shot. Look, he could have taken it. He saw Rafa though, and it was an empty netter. Courtois couldn't do anything this time around once again. It's 2-0 Portugal, 2-0 Portuguese. In the 39th, is this match over? Not yet. Not yet, guys. No, not yet. We can't say it's over yet. It's only 2. Oh, boy. Is it going to be 3? Rafa? Oh, Ronaldo! It's 3. It's over. An embarrassing performance. And Ronaldo. He gets hugged by Nuno Mendes and Bruno and Rafa Leao. What a game Rafa Leao and Cristiano Ronaldo are having in this one, man. Terrible start for Belgium. Really not good. Vertonghen just couldn't close the space fast enough. Look at him. Yeah. And Ronaldo on his weak foot. He placed it in the corner past Thibaut Courtois. I mean, is there a comeback on the cards here for Belgium and the Dutch language? I don't know. It just doesn't seem like Belgium has an answer as halftime is called. The match looked promising for the first 20 minutes or so, and then everything kind of fell apart for Belgium. Second half kicks off, and Belgium are looking for answers. They're not finding any just yet. Oh my gosh, De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Is that how you're gonna play for Napoli this season, dude? Oh my! Ronaldo is in again, and there's no offside! It's 4. Belgium getting absolutely dismantled here, guys. 4-0, and we still have like 40 minutes to play. It's Vertonghen again. He just can't close Ronaldo down fast enough. He's never missing from there. 4-0. Well, I think it's safe to say that the Portuguese language will win the World Cup of Languages. It's 4-0 here, barring a comeback of proportions that we've never seen before. And De Bruyne just can't make an accurate pass in this game, and I don't know why. Jeremy Doku trying to create something for Belgium. They've been non-existent here. Is that a great ball? I mean, guess that's an opportunity. It's right at Costa. It's never going into the net, is it? Nuno Mendes. Rafa Leao. Oh, Rafa Leao. Stop it. Stop this madness. Rafa Leao. My goodness. He's embarrassing Belgium here. This is an embarrassment. Jeremy Doku once again. Down the left-hand flank. That was nice. Doku, Lukaku, Luca Bacchio, it's blocked. A shot. Oh, we got one back. Luca Bacchio, it's a consolation most likely. But Luca Bacchio gets one back for the Dutch speakers here. It's 4-1. I guess looks a little bit more respectable on paper, but for the ones that have seen the match, it was never close, was it? Lukaku hasn't been good. Lukaku, oh gosh, no. No, it's not the right ball. Vitinha, out wide it go. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Bernardo Silva is getting taken out. Belgium is showing their frustration. It's a red for Maxim de Kuiper. Yeah, it's a straight red. It's over. Dude, that's not football. Oh, that's a terrible challenge. That's an awful, awful challenge. We're playing out the last couple of minutes here of our World Cup of Languages final that will end 4-1. And there is the final whistle. We knew the winner at halftime. It is Portugal representing the Portuguese language. Congratulations. Cristiano Ronaldo will lift a World Cup trophy. The World Cup of Languages trophy representing the language called Portuguese. Portugal versus Belgium. It was 4-1 and Ronaldo was magnificent. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, guys. Thank you for the idea in the comments. This was super, super fun to make. If you have other cool ideas that you'd like to see before FC26 or in FC26, let me know. Today, the World Cup of Languages, your winner. It's not English. It's not French. It's definitely not Dutch. It's not Arabic. It is Portuguese with Portugal. Peace, 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 peace. I love you as always. And please hit the subscribe button with the little noti bell. Peace.